It's recording.
Hi, I'm Mark. This is Emma.
I'm Tracy.
You'll see her in a second. This is Emma. This is my girl. And she's volunteered to be very patient with me and actually do a couple things for us. So, first thing we were talking about was the non-aggressive or the non-invasive dominance stance. Come here, baby. Come here. Good girl. Turn around. Sit. Sit. This is a weird place for her to sit. Sit. Okay, if they won't, obviously they're fighting growling, barking dogs. Sit, and you hold them here. Okay? This is it's a dominant stance because you're over top of them and you can control them. I know. She's such a vicious dog. So if Tracy were to call her,
Emma. Come here, Emma.
and see I hold on to her,
Emma.
you
Here.
stay.
Here. Emma, here. Emma, here.
Okay. See, I got pressure on her. She stopped, so I'm going to stop.
Emma, here.
You stay.
Emma, here. Can you tell whose dog she is?
It's also a training level. You know, she's going to listen. She's conflicted because she's listening to both of us. So here's something she does not like, and so
Good girl.
it's a good example of how the dominant stance and talking to them calmly will work. We're going to show her the muzzle. She's going to hate it. Okay, we're going to do this for them. Okay, we're going to show them how this works. Okay, okay, you good girl. Okay, she's not going to want to do it. Okay, see, she's fighting it, but because I'm here and I can talk to her calmly. Okay, stay. Good girl. Let's do this. Let's do this for them. Just for them. Okay. Come here. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. So now the muzzle's on. Okay. But see how I just talked to her? I said leave it, and she calmed down and she let me do it because she trusts me. This is a lot of training. She's a very good girl. She's been trained a lot. What I was talking about is if your dog is in this position and he's fighting, you can calm him down and say, okay, it's okay. It's okay. But see, now she's, okay, leave it. Leave it. It's okay. Good girl. See, I've got her head and I've got her attention. Didn't have to do that, but I wanted to show you how that worked. Okay, leave it. We're going to take it off. Thank you, baby. Good girl. Go see Mama.
Daddy,
Okay.
get a treat, Daddy.
Oh, where's your treats?
Oh, they're on the other table.
Oh, you're right there.
You have to leave frame.
Come here. Okay. Now we're sitting. Okay. I'm going to do this two ways. I'm going to give it to her. I'm also tell her to leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Okay. Good girl. Okay is obviously the release word. That means it's okay to do what they're wanting to do. Come here. Sit. Down. And I can leave her here until I tell her, okay, go on. Okay. And she has to, there we go. So, okay. So that's the basic stance, and all you're really doing is you're sitting on your knees, on your heels, so you have a place to put the dog.
On your toes.
What did I say? Sitting on your knees and on your heels, with your toes up. There we go.
Sorry. Yeah.
So that you have the dog here, and you can hold them and control them. And you saw how I took with her muzzle. I didn't force her head down, and you might be, if your dog's fighting, you may have to kind of, put a little pressure there, but don't kind of crank them, because the more pressure you put on, the more they're going to fight. Get them here, get them stable, say it's okay, and then put your hand on their face and get right in their ear and talk to them. It's okay, it's all right, and give them lovins and stuff. If they start to struggle, say no, no, and then start to relax. If they relax with you, start petting them more. So that's that basic stance.
We'll show them with Reaper because Reaper has a lot less training because she's still a puppy.
So we're going to pause. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. This is Reaper. Come here, baby. And see, she's very mouthy. She likes to play, and it's my fault. Well, she came that way, but I didn't really stop it. But with the mouthy thing, like I said, if you're able to get, see, now she's not worried about biting. She's worried about getting away from the pressure on her mouth. And I wasn't squeezing real hard. I was just pushing a little bit. Now, like I said, you get their bottom jaw and push on their tongue. Now they're worried about getting out of their mouth. You might have to apply a little more pressure if they're really worked up, but you don't ever want to hurt your dog. Like I said, squeezing on the nose is a no-no. That's why your whole hand goes there when you do that, so you have less chance of crushing anything in there. And it's, you know, it would take a lot to do, I guess, but you don't want to take a chance. Reaper is our youngest girl, and she has a lot of fire in her, and so we're going to do some things that we did with Emma to see how she does. Sit. And again, we don't usually teach them to sit, because we can sit them like this. Sit. Hey, Reaper. Here. Here. Listen. Here. Sit. That's down. You're confused, but that's a good girl. Okay, good girl. So, anyway, we get here. We get in the stance here. We put her here. Okay, quit. Now she's not sitting correctly. There we go. You stay. Good girl. I have never put a muzzle on Reaper, so this is all brand new for us. Reaper, quit. Quit. Good girl. You stay. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. That's my good girl. Oh, got it. Okay, leave it. That's my girl. First time ever with a muzzle on, and she was okay with it. She trusts me, and this is still a dominant stance. Okay, so we're gonna take it off now. Good girl. What a good girl! It's not a good girl. So, again, if she's biting, you know, first thing you can do is you can kind of reach back here, okay? And all I'm doing is putting my thumb on the back of her tongue, not clear back of her throat, but it's pushing a little bit in the middle of her tongue, and she's more worried about that now. Now, she's not looking at another dog either, but that's one thing you can do. The other thing is, come here. Come here. Oh, good girl. Okay, sit. If she's worked up like that, you can just take, if you get their nose, enough. Quit. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. And they'll listen to you, okay? It's going to take a little, but you have to have the hands on with them, okay? So that they know who's in charge. So, I know, baby. Good girl. The what?
Treats.
Oh, treats. You want treats? Treats are good. Let me move the treats so I can get them too. Okay, come here.
Leave it.
Here. I'm going to drop this on the floor. Reaper, leave it. Leave it. No. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, sit. Sit. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. One more treat. One freebie. One freebie. Good girl. So that's a little bit of the leave it. I guess there was a little bit of the growl in there that we were talking about. We got a little more firm with them to teach them, to tell them that it's not okay to do what they want. So that was the dominant stance. Now, the secondary dominant, or the primary, or the more aggressive dominant stance, Reaper here. And this is confusing to our dogs because they don't need it. But if they get here and they're doing wrong, you can get on top of them and hold them here. And if you have to, you can hold their face. And what you do is just stare at them until they look away. You stay. Okay? See, now she's looked away from me. Okay, good girl. That's my girl. But you get them on their back and you hold them down. Now, if your dog is biting and snapping, you can still hold them there in that same stance, okay? And hold their head, and you can be above them more. So your face isn't on them, okay? I don't know if you can see me. So I've got a hold of her by her cheeks and her neck, but I'm not grabbing up here by her face. I've got down here where usually there's, you know, that's where we love on them. But you can also control the head this way. You're not hurting them a bit. Okay, stop, stay, stay. That's my girl. Okay. So you stare at them and they're going to stare at you. When they start looking away, they're submitting. And so that's when you start saying, okay, good baby. Okay, you release the pressure, you start loving on them, and then you let them go. Okay, that's something you do in your backyard when they're at the fence, they're growling. You tell them it's not okay. And that's if you have to get that drastic. You're not hurting the dog. They're going to claw at you. It's going to take a little bit maybe to get them down and turn it over, but you get a hold of your dog and don't be afraid to handle them. They're gonna respond to you, you know, and let you touch them, especially the more you work with them. Okay, So enough. Be nice. Give me kisses. Kisses. That's my girl. Okay. So what else do we need?
I think we need to show them the shake the
Oh,
neck.
yeah.
But what I think I want to do is go get Emma because she likes to chew on her legs and
Oh, there we go. We're gonna bring Emma back in. I'll be right back. Okay, this is how Reaper interacts with a lot of our dogs. She'll, I don't know if you can see, but she's biting at their legs and chewing. Come here. Okay, see this? So what we would do is we can grab them and say, no, enough. Okay, good girl. Be nice. Come here. Ah. See, I didn't have to touch her that time because I just told her no by saying ha or basically a growl. You're a good girl, baby. Yes, you are. Ah, Reaper, not stop. Good girl. See, it only took the one time. We've been working on it, but it's an example of how that works. Okay, and I didn't hurt her. You didn't tell her, Reaper. No. Good girl. Didn't have to grab her or make her or hurt her. It was just to grab her by the nape of the neck and gently shake her and tell her no, but be firm about it. You don't want to go, no, you know, that's not going to do any good, okay? You take them down a little bit and just shake them just a little bit, and it teaches them that that's not okay behavior. What else we got?
we got treats.
Yeah, come here, babies.
What else we got?
Sit, baby.
Should we go get Preacher? Because all they've seen is black dogs so far.
Good girl. Good babies. Okay. Yeah, you can get Preacher.
Okay. Coming
right
back
back.
in a second.
Okay, we're back with Delinquent Dog. You can see again, this is how Reaper likes to play with the dogs, and they're for some reason they're very patient with her. But we'll try this. Reaper, quit! Good girl. Ah! No. Good girl. See, she's responding well to the training we're giving her, but come here. Reaper, here. No. Good girl. I didn't grab her or shake her, I just put my hand on her. Reaper, quit! See, it's an ongoing process. She's still very young. I preach. And this is Preacher, by the way. He's our youngest male. Reaper, enough. Enough. Quit. Okay?
Leave
so
it.
We're not beating Reaper. We're not beating the dogs. We're not being mean to the dogs, but we are being firm with the dogs. And like I said, she has usually, typically, in
He's going to get water.
okay. Usually, typically with when you bring a puppy into, we've got 6 dogs total, so the other 5 dogs will usually put her in her place. For some reason, she's like a prodigy or something because
She's the princess.
yeah, nobody has ever put her in her place. So now it's up to us to do what they didn't do. So at any rate, hi buddy. Hi. So we're working on her. So it's not an overnight process. It's something we have to constantly work on. Hey, quit. Because the dogs all allow her to do it, it's even harder because they're not helping. So, I know. Okay. Oh, good boy. So, put her in the other room. Let me try.
Reaper, here.
Go on in. Hey,
Reaper.
no, you stay.
Not you, Preach. Reaper, here. Good girl.
Oh,
Reaper, here. Good girl.
we're gonna try the leave it thing with Preacher. He should do pretty good, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Yes, we are. He's a little wet because it's raining. He just went out to go to the bathroom. Preacher. Oh, good boy. Hey, I got treats. Okay, here we go. Good boy. Okay, get up. Okay, leave it. Leave it. Leave it. And there's that little pop I was talking about. Leave it. No. Okay, good boy. You see, I didn't thrash him. I just popped him right in the nose a little bit and told him no. And leave it. So we're gonna try it again. Leave that. I'm here. Pretty excited. Over here. Leave it. Leave it. See, I didn't pop him that time. I just told him. No. Good boy. Okay. See, he wants it, but he wants to listen, but he really wants it bad. No.
Come here.
Okay, sit. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Sit. Sit. Okay. Good boy. That's my good boy. No. No. Now you get a freebie. Freebie treats. Okay. So that's just that little pop that we were talking about.
I'm picking them up
Yeah.
off.
And he's just turned 2, right?
He'll be 3 in July.
Oh, he'll be 3 in July. Very excitable young boy.
Well,
But-
with all the rain we've had and snow, not so much the snow, but the rain, they've been cooped up for the last couple days, so they're all kind of going crazy.
Oh, I know. So, so that's, I don't know, what else? We're gonna leave it.
Come here,
As a-
here.
And, well, let's have Tracy do that dominance thing, sitting with him,
Right.
to show that you don't have to be
Reach.
big to do that. See, Mama.
Here. Reach. Come here, good boy. Come here, good boy. Okay, come here. Okay, sit. No, come here. No, no. Come here, sit. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Oh, I know.
Okay, so
Good
now I'm
boy.
gonna try calling her away, or him away. Preacher, here. Come here, preacher. Preacher.
Stay here. No, you stay here. Good.
Preacher, come here. Preacher, come here.
No, you stay here.
See, so you don't have to be big to control a large dog. You know, you got control of him because he's in your lap. Come here, Preach, come on! Preacher, come here! Come here, Preach!
Good boy. You stay here. Good boy. Preacher weighs about 65 pounds and is about 23 inches tall at the shoulder, at the wither.
You stay.
You stay. Good boy.
Now, see, at this point, she should be able to relax her grip to the point of almost letting him go. He
Yeah.
should stay there.
Yep, but he's not going to because it's.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to
I know.
put your arms out your sides. What I'm saying.
I know.
Okay. So,
No, you stay. Good boy. You stay. Good boy. Good stay.
I'm gonna go in here.
No.
I'm gonna go in here.
Well, here. Sit. Good boy. Back in there. Back in there. Good boy. Good. Stay. I know. I know. Go get Daddy.
Come here, boy.
Oh, he says I'm going to get the cheese.
Come here. Preacher. Good boy. Good boy. That's my good boy.
That's my baby.
Okay,
That's
so
my baby.
now we're gonna pause again so we can.
Decide if we need to do anything else.
Yep. Do I just turn it off?
Hit the red button, sweetie. That's why I was operating the camera. Okay, so I don't know if you can see me because Preacher's in front of me. But recap, we want to make sure we hit everything. If we missed anything, just, send us an email and let us know. Okay, so we did the growl. Preach. Here. We did the shake like that. With okay, here, buddy. Off. Good boy. With Reap, because and she's a lot smaller dog than Preacher is. Did I just call him Reaper?
Yeah.
Oh, you can tell who I spent more time with recently. Preacher. But when Mark grabbed Reaper's neck and he shook her, she is so used to going down instantly. It almost looked like he threw her on the ground. He didn't. But, like with off. Come here. I know. You're okay. Good boy. Okay, and I just grabbed him, but I grabbed too close to his ear, so that's why he whined. But he instantly went down, so it doesn't matter what the dog weighs. If they're used to that, if that's how they've always been off, if that's how they've always been trained, they'll respond to it. What else? We did the growl. We did the alpha over them and holding them. We did the leave it with the tapping of the nose, because that's the most sensitive part of their bodies. So one little tap typically goes a really long way. So I think that's it. Mark, I think we're done.
Okay.
So,
Sorry.
quit playing with the dog. So, hope this helps, guys. See you later.
Preacher says bye.
Good boy, Preach. Good boy, Preach.